Did you know that apples that you got from the store might be a year old? If you're just meeting me, my name is Amy Cross and this is The Cross Legacy, where I teach you how to save money on groceries. And I love being able to teach you tips on seasonal produce. So apples are one of those items that you can get at the grocery store year round, but most of the time those apples at the grocery store have been in a cold storage warehouse for up to a year. My favorite time of year is when I can go get apples. These were freshly picked off of the tree. When you're bringing home your apples, you will want to wash them, and I'm going to teach you how to do that in just a second, but I want to stick with this lesson on where to store them. If you're getting apples from the grocery store any other time than the fall, then you definitely want to store them in your refrigerator. I normally store these up on the top shelf and way away from other produce items. I know that pretty basket on the counter with fruit all together can be really appealing and it looks nice and you think that your family is going to eat it more often because it's sitting out. But it's way better to teach them to go to the refrigerator to get their snacks. Some items are produce buddies like avocados and lemons, and when they're stored near each other, they will help each other stay fresher longer. But apples are frenemies with a lot of items, and you want to make sure that you're storing them away from citrus, bananas, and other items. We normally get a large quantity of apples in the fall, in October or November, and then later in December when it is citrus season for oranges, then we're getting in oranges straight from the fields. But for both of those items, even if I don't have room in my refrigerator, I'm making sure that I'm storing them in separate bowls on separate places on the countertop. I do say that I try to buy organic as much as possible. About 80% of the things that I bring into my house are organic, and 20% I'm just trying to give myself a little bit of grace. But no matter if they're organic, fresh picked, you grew them yourself or bought them from the store, I still wash the produce the same way. You want to use a 5% distilled white vinegar, which is going to kill off any mold spores, E. coli, listeria, and any other harmful pathogens. And you're going to add that to a bowl with 10 cups of water. Now, if you have a lot of apples that you're bringing in, you can do this in a larger tote or tub and just multiply the numbers. You want to soak that for 2 minutes and then lay them out to dry. When you lay them out to dry, I always put the stem side down on the towel. That way no water is collecting there in the stem and not drying. And then you can store those in your refrigerator, in your pantry, or in the produce bowl all by themselves. Another helpful thing is when you go to cut an apple, if you're not using the entire thing, to store it in a wide mouth pint jar with a metal lid that is completely airtight over a plastic lid that is porous. And you can have apple slices in your refrigerator for about a week. This is my zero waste produce guide that goes over 75 produce items, A to Z, apples to zucchini, and it gives you all of the tips on where to store, how to wash, and other helpful tips for each item. Make sure that you are checking this out. There is a link in the description and also a discount code, and hit subscribe. We have over 700 videos on this channel to help teach you how to save money on groceries.